Hello and welcome back to Liminal Branch Library, the archive in the seams. I'm your archivist and librarian, Mordio Crow, and...
I'm Nova Minakawa, your fallen star rising to the top of your hearts.
we're back again for more Final Fantasy. It's only been 2 days and I'm excited.
Yeah.
Are you
A lot of things happened. Well, one big thing really happened.
One big thing happened. We got to do the first trial.
Yes, did the first trial and it went okay.
Yeah, it went pretty okay for a first time. We cleared first pull, right? No thanks to you or me, but...
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm not surprised we did it first time because we are very late to all this, but whatever.
Yeah, that's true. We're a little...
Taking it slow. We're taking it easy.
I mean, that's what we would be doing even if we weren't streaming it, to be honest. That's just how we played Final Fantasy.
I mean, yeah, but also we would have it done, and then people would probably not necessarily clear it the first time. What was I gonna say? Oh, and my full body is here this time for hopefully the rest of the stream.
Yes, hopefully so. VTube Studio seems agreeable today. Still don't know what the problem was last time. Nothing's been updated.
Yeah.
Shrug. Blame the weather, I guess.
The weather.
Yep. You gonna be pictoing?
Oh yes, that's right. I was just switching because I was doing some dailies, making a lot of progress, so that's good.
Yeah, you've been doing a lot of the Society Tribe quests for the first time. Off to Tuliola.
Apparently I did not finish handing in my dailies for not from before because I missed it yesterday, but today.
Oh no.
It's fine. I'll do it later.
Yeah. Oh, hello Amasha, welcome.
Hi. Wait, I don't see it. Why? I don't see Amasha in chat. I don't see anybody.
I do.
Really? Alright, I'm refreshing.
It should be able to see it on the stream
chat
too.
Stupid enabled rewards thing is
it was
covering the very top of the screen. Sorry. Hi, Masha.
I believed you the whole time.
I did not believe. I just wanted to see.
Alright, we're going to the cabins. Yes.
Yes, the cabins. Clap your hands if you believe. Are we gonna eat with everybody? I hope so.
Hey, where is the taco scene?
Yeah, we need the tacos. Did we already, like, did we ask everybody, or, like, we go around and see what people had to say, or what?
What, right now?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, you're clapping. You're actually clapping.
Yes.
I want to be right next to you. I'm clapping. Okay. Clap if you believe in Amasha! I believe!
We believe. Our collective 5 feet of height believes.
Yes.
Alright.
I can stack. Wait, oh my god, everybody's looking at me. If you jump, they're looking at me.
Yeah, Cryol's just cranes her neck.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah. They're like, there goes the Warrior of Light jumping again. Oh, Wuklamat's not interested.
Oh yeah, she's not looking at us.
Erenville
is. She's deep in thought.
Yeah.
I don't blame her.
Alright, Alize. There's still 2 feats left to go. We want to face them refreshed and ready for action.
Yeah, I won't say no to clean sheets and a soft pillow.
No sooner did we set foot back in Tuliola than I felt the weight of recent events set in all at once. I am definitely due for a long nap. I'll take the opportunity to think on some things. You grow in power.
Alright, click.
Alright.
Rest well, everyone. That we can meet back here later on. I have a small errand to run in the city, so I'll leave you to recover. Will you be heading to the Palace Wuklamat? Wuklamat, did you hear me? Lost in our little world, it seems. Well, no matter. I'll be back soon enough.
An attendant is standing by to unlock your cabin. Enjoy your stay. Please. The best way I know. Alright. Wait, do we talk?
I think, yeah, we just talked to her again.
Oh, we
right?
go all the way, we go to our cabin.
Oh, okay. Gotta run all the way there. Wait for me!
Alright, let's go.
Nice.
Smudge.
Smudge. Cabin attendant. Oh!
Hello.
Look at this. Look at this Rothgar. So polite looking.
Yes, indeed.
Welcome back, Master Nemo and Mistress. Do they say mistress or just
Yep,
master?
they say mistress.
Mistress Adelaide. Your cabin is just as you left it, minus a light layer of dust.
Haha.
Ha-ha! Ooh.
Yeah, I wonder how many days we were actually gone. Doesn't feel like that many days, but I guess it all is in the travel time.
I don't know. Final Fantasy is weird about how much time you spend in places.
It's true.
Waddles to the giant door.
Yeah, again, we haven't really seen anyone of our height.
You have a moment? There's something I wanted to talk to you about.
Is she suspicious? Is she onto her papa?
I wonder.
So...
Oh no, silly music.
Yo.
Yes?
Lalafell stare. Oh my god.
Yes? Oh my god, the zoom-ins.
Yeah. It's so funny. Oh,
It's just too stuffy in here, that's
Okay.
okay. Alright.
why. We should go outside.
Yeah, let's go.
Aye, a nice walk in
I
the
mean,
fresh
literally,
air,
let's
that's
just
what we
go to
need.
the outside part of this, like the open area. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it is. What's on her mind?
We just went into the cabins.
We're not gonna get a single in-cabin scene.
Why not? It's so nice in there.
I don't know.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
what do you want?
What do you,
Like-
yo,
Wait, that whole thing was voiced, by the way. That short little scene that was nothing.
I wonder if... No, never mind. I was gonna say, maybe it was a longer scene, but they changed the dialogue after writing it. But no, that doesn't make sense either, because... Or the dialogue after recording. And that's why they need to, like, you leave
That's just
and
weird.
read it. But no,
Yeah.
no, that's not it. I don't know. Sorry to drag you away from your nice, comfortable cabin, but I could feel the walls closing in. Oh, I know. I'll take you to one of my favorite places in Tuliolol. That should help me get my thoughts in order.
Is it tacos?
We'll go to the Resplendent Quarter and make our way up from there.
Okay, so we like it was pointless to be in the cabins. Like,
Yes.
huh? What was that about?
I don't know. What does this cat woman want to talk to us about?
What do you want?
Oh man, now if you say, what is this cat girl, you don't know if it's a Makote or a Hrothgar anymore.
Cat lady,
There's
cat
Splendid.
woman,
Yeah.
big this furry.
Yeah, I guess that works. That should work.
Oh wait, look at this! Look at this with his child!
Oh.
Playing with his child!
Oh my god!
That's so cute! Oh my god!
Oh.
Oh.
God, the tiny Mamulja are amazing.
I know, they're so cute. Oh my god, that's amazing.
This furry gender neutral. Yo. Oh, hello dear. You're one of Wuklamat's new friends. I
Like,
guess that's true. Do we get our voice acting back?
No, I doubt it.
Eshiwa, what are you doing up and about? Is your back feeling better?
Oh, this person looks old, actually. Like, this actually looks like an old person.
Mm-hmm. Is this our first old person with the, the visual updates?
No.
No? Do we see a different
No,
old
we
person?
did the side quests with those old people, though.
Oh, yes, that's true. It's much healed now, so don't make a fuss. Besides, I can't be lounging in bed all day when you're out there fighting your hardest to win the throne. You're the claimant with the greatest love for peace. I love this nation of ours, and lending you my support is the least I can do. When I see you smile like that, how can I not be encouraged? There's plenty more who believe in your cause. I can recruit a whole battalion of smiling faces if you think it'll help.
You should, because not many people.
It's true. Yours alone is more than enough. Thank you, Peshua.
Campaign for us.
And thank you, Third Promise. I shall pray for your success in the contest. All those smiling faces. Yes, you wanted to talk to us? Ah, sorry. Adelaide and Nemo. I'm getting distracted. It's just that with the progress we've made in the contest, even these everyday encounters feel that much more special. Do you think we can take our time and maybe wander around a little first? Then we can head to that spot I was thinking of.
What a very meandering thing. I don't know. What does she want to talk to us about?
I don't know.
She's gonna propose on top of the hill?
Cat girl has crush on potatoes.
Get in line. So many NPCs who do.
It's true. Look at that dawn trailing
the
across
dawn.
the sky.
This is much better.
Oh, we got voice acting back.
I used to come here all the time when I was little. Would look out over the whole city, and whatever worries I had would seem so small. Do you remember what I said at the top of Warkor Zormor? That I would fight to preserve Papa's peaceful Tural?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I've been thinking a lot since then. About what peace really means. If it's just the absence of war. And it brought to mind all the best parts of our journey so far.
Bird.
Yeah. Happy bird.
Smaller bird. Cat bird.
I don't know if that's a cat bird.
Giant bird. They're all birds. Old bird.
Is that what all these are? I'm not so sure.
I realize nothing gives me greater joy than the happiness of others. Life has its ups and downs, but the company of family and friends and the music of their laughter is what makes it worth living. And as silly as it might sound, I've come to believe that those smiling faces are the best measure of peace.
What will you say?
Probably the first one?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. That's the sort of thing I'd expect you to say. You
Is
think
that?
our Lalas are British?
I mean, everyone in Eorzea seems to be.
Really? I feel proud somehow. It's an answer I arrived at by trying to be true to myself. That you think I succeeded, it means a lot. So, this is my plan. When I become Dawn Servant, I'll build on Papa's peace. Our people will live together in happiness.
Oh my gosh, look at this shonen character.
Yeah.
It's just like Kryl said. By taking the time to hear their concerns, understand their feelings, and consider how best to serve, with each passing day, I'll be that much closer to becoming the leader I want to be. It's hard for me to say how much I've changed since the contest began. But there's one thing I can say with confidence. I wouldn't have come this far without you as allies.
True. We're pretty cool.
If it wasn't
You
for
look
you
so
all
shocked.
listening and feeling and thinking along with me,
Oh my god, she
I
said
would
the
have
thing.
never learned so
Yeah.
much, and in so short a time.
She said listening and not hearing, so that's how you know she's not temper.
There are 2 keystones left. After everything that's happened, and imagining what could happen,
How bad can
Are
it
you-
get?
still willing to walk this path with me?
Yeah, we've been through 2 zonings and got 5 keystones,
Thank
even if one's
gods for
temporarily
that.
missing. It leaves 4 zones for 2.
Well, I have nothing else to get off my chest. I need to head to the palace, but I'll see you back at the cabins.
4 zones for 2 unless we pivot part of the way through.
Well, where were we? Where are we? Food? Oh, sleeping.
Ah. Lying on our bed, fully clothed.
Oh, the back of my head looks weird.
It's because it's clipping into the pillow, probably. The little expression changes as we're sleeping. Oh, nope. We're waking up.
Cute. Man, we have this whole cabin to ourselves.
Absolutely wild. We take up like a fraction of a percent of it.
Yeah.
Sitting on the bed corner.
Fist pump for the day. Sorry, that's not a fist pump. What is that? What is that called?
I don't know. The like punch it into your
Yeah.
palm.
Hand punch. Ugh. Alright.
Yeah, I would. This seems like a really nice hotel cabin sort of place.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure it's hot in this environment, but you know the cool sea breeze keeps that room nice and pleasant.
Click. You look to be in good spirits. I assume your leisure time was well spent? Does each person have their own cabin?
If so, that seems a little excessive.
Yeah, like there's only like 7 cabins here.
Yeah.
I was glad to not.
I was gonna say, you'd figure at least the twins would share one, but
Oh, they don't want to share anything.
you could put all 3 lalafells, you, me, and Kryl, in the same cabin.
That would be someone would call racism.
Fair enough. I'm just saying, from a sheer space perspective,
Equity
we'd all have
and
more
equality.
than. All right, fair enough.
No. I was glad to snatch some quality sleep myself. After all, it will soon be back to the road for us. Complete. Peaceful intentions.
Wow. Both reading the achievement at the same time.
Oh, we get a weapon this time.
663, so this one will technically be at least a little better than the one I have. Alright.
I'm sure the others will be along shortly. I do hope everyone has rested well. Do you see how I like fill in words, fill when I read? It's so bad.
Well, I think it's a combination of wanting to go fast to maintain the accent, but then not having time to like process it, you know? It happens
Yeah.
it happens to me too. But man, it's tough.
Now that we have refreshed ourselves somewhat, let us consider all claimants as they currently stand. Zoralja and Kona have completed every feat thus far and hold 5 keystones apiece. Well, we didn't see Zoralja do the first one we did.
That's true, we did not.
We don't know that for sure, but I guess we're just saying that.
Yeah. I think we're just saying it.
Alright. Wuklamat would be equal with them, but for Bakuljaja's thievery, which has left us one short.
That conniving braggart didn't so much as lift a finger for the feat of proof and wreaked havoc for the feat of ice. He can't have more than 3 keystones at most. He may think he can simply steal what he needs to win, but he's sorely mistaken. I will be taking back what's mine. This I swear.
Leave it!
I thought the same thing, and I
I could
didn't.
tell by your voice that you also wanted to say believe it. I fear that reclaiming your keystone may not be enough. That is, if Bakuljaja's unleashing of Valigarmanda is... I switched to the accent. Is any indication.
I mean, you say it so much in one accent, it's easy to switch, right?
Well, no, not really. Just that specific name, Valigarmanda. It's very, you know. Using his lead, I anticipate that he will move to obtain the remaining keystones before disrupting his rival's attempts. We may all find ourselves being forced to take from one another. Oh no.
I can't say I'd be comfortable with that. But neither will I surrender my claim to the throne so easily. If it's for the sake of preserving the happiness of my people, I'll do what I must.
You think you could just ask for another one?
Yeah, you'd think so.
The last 2 keystones we require are those of the Lay of Repast and the Lay of the Brotherhood. The former depicts the cessation of hostilities between the Mamulja, Jabral in the forest of Yak T'el, specifically near a village called Ixbrax.
That's where I was born, if you recall. I haven't been back there since Papa took me in when I was a baby.
Where the Lay of Brotherhood takes place, however, is unclear. In the saga, it is said that a foreign explorer came seeking an audience with the Dawn Servant, but little more than that. Eorzea has a similar tale. The explorer Ketenram befriended a 2-headed king known as the Autarch,
I think so, I think Altark.
before commencing his travels across Tural. He journeyed here several times afterwards, but was ultimately lost at sea. At least, that is the commonly held belief.
Your 2-headed king certainly sounds like Papa. This Ketinram fellow must have come to Tuliolal. This isn't the first time we've talked about
Yeah,
Ketinram.
it was mentioned earlier. But if he indeed arrived some 80 years ago, the capital may not have been built yet, vestiges of Yokoi architecture notwithstanding. Wait, you said Autark, didn't you? Then Ketenram must have met the Dawn Servant in Mamuk.
Mamuk? Is that a city?
That was a good crap.
Thank you.
One of the grandest in Tural once upon a time, and the seat of the Mamulja's homeland. It too lies in Yak T'el, not far from Ixbrak.
Then all things considered, Yak T'el seems the obvious choice for our next destination.
From here, the safest method of travel is by dirigible. Finally! Finally we get to go in the hot air balloon.
Woo!
I mean, it's not a hot air balloon, but it's like one.
Yeah.
We
A
should make for the
zeppelin.
landing once our preparations are complete.
We're riding in one of Kona's balloons? They can't be any worse than ships, can they?
No, I don't think so. Probably better, right?
I guess
Close enough, yeah.
I'd imagine it depends on the wind currents. Yeah, close enough.
Yeah, I get. Well, yeah. I mean, sometimes it can get rocky on airplanes, but yeah, maybe it's the same.
Yeah, maybe it's the
Whoa,
same.
why are all these things like red for me?
What thing's red?
These quests. On your map, do you see it too? Like,
Oh,
I don't
yes.
know.
So some of them are the crafter ones, all the way towards the eastern
Whoa,
side, the
a
crafter
lot
and
of
gather
these
ones.
are-
Then
yeah,
the
okay.
ones that are kind of closer to us are the job quests, but they're the job
that's
quests
right.
for the other jobs. And then one of
That's
them's the
right.
hunt quest, but that one we need to get further in the story for.
Gotcha.
I'm
Alright.
turning my character lighting up a bit. My face was a bit dark in that scene.
Okay.
Yeah, anyway. I'm good. Where are we going?
Where are we going?
Dirigible landing. That makes sense.
Dirigible! Up.
It will be fine. Just fine.
Can't ride on anything.
Nope.
How exciting! The design of Terali dirigibles intrigues me. I must note how they perform compared to Elyosian airships.
A quick peek before we talk to the other ones.
Okay. Oh wait,
I mean,
No, no, no.
conceptually, they
Okay.
don't look too different.
yeah, it's not like a blimp, so they look very much like,
They do look
Yeah.
like larger hot air balloons.
yeah,
Wait, is that a
Except,
beak on
like-
the front?
a beak.
Yeah, that little point thing. Is that supposed to be a beak? No, maybe not. I was gonna say,
Where?
and that diamond is an eye.
Huh?
Look at the dirigible.
I'm looking at it.
I don't know, the little pointed part on the balloon.
I mean, I guess so.
I don't know. I don't think it actually is. I just saw when I saw the diamond, I thought, but then I realized the diamonds go all the way around. It'd be cool if it was a very round, fluffy bird, but I don't think that's what it is. For as much as I wish we could ignore him, Bakurjaja is a real threat. We can't afford to let our guard down.
Trial.
Yak T'el, where the Yakhoi dreamt of the Golden City. Yakhoi!
Ready to leave when you are.
Alright, dirigible attendant.
Like, the next flight to Yak T'el will be leaving shortly. Wait, am I doing Russian? I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, you slid into it a little bit there, I think.
Passengers are asked to keep hands, legs, and luggage. Oh no, I can't get rid of it.
I've heard people describe Aaronville's voice as Icelandic.
Oh yeah.
So maybe you're like already sort of getting to those northern sort of regions of the world, and then slipping
I
from
need
there.
to like hear. I need to hear more voices to get back into it. This is just how it's gonna be.
That's okay.
Passengers are asked to keep hands, legs, and luggage inside the dirigible at all times.
There you go. You got back to it at the end there.
Eh. Oh no, she
Looks
looks
so worried.
Yeah.
Are we sure that thing will stay in the air? All the way to Yak T'el. She
What's the
says
thing?
no one is listening.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can
She
do.
needs a ginger ale stat.
Are you ready? Bags packed and the goodbyes said. There's no going back once we lift off. Not that I'm nervous or anything. I'm just making sure that you're not nervous.
I'm nervous. You're not. You're nervous.
Oh, who am I kidding? My knees won't stop shaking. Hey, will you hold my hand? Just until I've settled my nerves.
Oh, yeah, I would love to hold your kitty hands.
Yeah,
Very.
you say of course or ask Aaronville.
Wait, okay, I'll do Aaronville if you want to do the first one.
Sure, I get the feeling she'll say Aaronville will sass her if she asks. We'll make fun of
Yeah.
her mercilessly, but yeah.
Click.
What does she say to you?
That stick in the mud? He'd never let me live it down.
Yep, exactly.
What did she say to you?
You're the nicest person I've ever met, Adelaide. I'll try not to crush your hand.
Oh.
Mablu. So this is one of
Is this me?
No, I think this one was me. I think you were the other, the main
Okay.
one. There she is. The third promise. Wait just a moment. Mablu and Tobli. Of course, of course. I'll wait as long as you need.
Thank God.
Sorry to delay you, but we were able to discover the origin of Kryle's earring.
Oh, nice.
Gaspafell.
Get.
Is that so?
You said before that it gained popularity in Yak T'el as a protective ward for travelers, correct?
That's right. We tracked down the elderly merchant to whom first sales are attributed. According to him, the design imitates an accessory worn by a foreign mage he met at market some 20 years ago. Little did he know that charming taste of salt would prove to be a commercial triumph. A foreign mage wearing this earring could only be grandfather. Did the merchant happen to mention which market? This one was you.
Oh, sorry. I feel like you gave him a specific voice, but I can't remember.
I think you did too, but I also don't remember.
One in Yak T'el, to where it seems you are already bound.
What luck! Then I shall seek my next clue once we arrive.
Is this really telling her any more information, though? It seems like the origin is her grandfather, so, like...
Right, it's like, this thing that she thought was from here was actually from her grandfather who...
already had it, I guess? Like,
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know.
What? Yeah, we'll see, I suppose. Is it mere coincidence that brought my grandfather there? Or... yet another discovery to look forward to. Thank you both for coming all this way. Anything for the third promise. Good luck with the rest of the rite. Thanks. I won't let you down. I've just got to board this dirigible, and I'm as good as there.
Dirigible. Last call for passengers to Yak T'el.
That's us.
Wait, I want to see you holding her hand.
I get the feeling we won't actually see it.
I think we should, though.
I really hope she wins.
Yak T'el will test her mettle without a doubt. The next Dawn Servant must be willing to bear the full weight of this nation's history, no matter how heavy it may be. Ooh.
The fierce Chapral hunters who laid claim to this land call it the Azure Forest, Yak T'el. Battered by meteors in ancient times and colored mesmerizing shades of blue and green by nature, it is easy to understand why the place is so named.
Serious face.
It is here, where the Shebral and Mamulja once battled for dominance, that the right of succession would reach its climax.
Ooh, oh, I love that
Oh.
pan with the name coming up.
Yep. The Final Fantasy zone and dungeon name text fade-ins are mwah, so good.
Yeah, it never gets old.
I want to get to that deep blue forest.
Yeah.
All right.
I've never been good with heights.
Or oceans. A cart
Or-
moving more than 10
Vegetation
miles
is
per
far
hour.
denser than in
Yeah.
Cosmoalca.
Cosmoalca.
I suggest you pay more attention to the ground, unless you want to walk straight into a cenote.
Note.
Word I've seen.
Cenote.
Sinkholes filled with rain and groundwater. Many meteors fell here long ago, it is said, and after they struck the earth, it became susceptible to erosion. Deep as some of the pits are, you'll not climb out in a hurry should you take a tumble. So, don't take a tumble.
So just don't fall in, he says, warning
It
one
was
person
one
in particular.
time.
Is the Shebral community depicted in the Lay of Repast?
Quicksand
close
land.
by?
Oh no. It's what every like
Aye.
90s
We
kids
need but
greatest
follow the
fear
path
for
the
some
short way west.
reason was.
I mean, quicksand is terrifying, the idea of
Right.
it. Oh, look,
I
our
can't
smirk.
stand here with my knees knocking forever.
I not there
Let's
yet.
get going.
Oh, there we go, smirk.
Quicksand and cool blue forest? Or at least parts of it.
Oh, look at that.
Or what?
They panned a little bit and you could see the entrance to it, which was a very nice color.
Oh, although now it is nighttime.
No, it's nighttime.
Alright, let's see what everyone says. Would it kill Ehrenfeld to give me the benefit of the doubt? Or the benefit of a second chance? I mean, he's not doing it because you just got off a dirigible and we're clearly knees shaking, so I think that's why. Worry not. Kryl and I will ensure our promise doesn't wind up at the bottom of one of these cenotes. I can hardly fathom how difficult travel must have been before the second promise introduced dirigibles. Can you imagine having to walk all this way?
Well, that journey was delightful. The wind was fair and the vessel hardly rocked at all. Click. With thicker vegetation comes a reduced visibility. I would advise you to keep someone in sight at all times. It's gonna be hard. We're so small.
Yeah, they're gonna lose track of us in Kryl.
No!
It does make me miss a little bit the feature in Elden Ring where you can change the time. Just to
yeah.
like walk in during the day. Copper cord.
Look at the blue. I guess this is a river, perhaps.
Yeah, maybe. It's hard to tell without. Oh,
Fishing.
is that or a lake? Fishing.
Oh, look at this guy.
Chai. Taicha. Oh my god.
Yeah.
You've got beautiful eyes.
Necrosis.
Oh, yeah, you got that rodent with giant eyes, and you got something called necrosis, and it looks like an ungodly combination of a flower and a hornet.
Goldine.
Yeah. Alright. Kryl says, for all of Ehrenvel's insistence, I have yet to discover anything particularly blue about this forest. See? No tumbles. Thanks to Kryl and Alice, but it still counts.
It counts.
Take care not to get separated. I'd hate to lose you to this rampant undergrowth. Are you saying because we're so small we would not be apparent?
Is that Ikbrax over there, I wonder? Good. Everyone's accounted for. Ikbrax is up ahead. Let's be on our way.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. The dirigible landing wouldn't land here and then make you cross the densest part of the forest, but I want to see the densest parts of the forest.
I want popcorn.
Of course. Understandable.
It's a Friday.
Wait, you want to pause and go make popcorn?
No, we're still doing stuff.
Okay.
All right.
Alright. Just so you know, I shall be very cross if you push me. I would do
Popcorn
no
is
such thing. It really is. That's
Yummy,
good.
yummy, 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 yummy.
Are all cenotes this deep, I wonder? Ah! I've fallen into High Tide Harbor enough times to be a professional diver. There's no way I'd fall into something like this on accident.
What's so blue about this forest? You'll see. I like getting the lesser evil bags because they're no dairy but still tasty and not dry. Is lesser evil like a brand? Hold on. Lesser evil popcorn. Oh, it seems that Costco. Oh, wow, what nifty packaging. Lemonade flavor. Oh my god.
Man, that's not a popcorn flavor I've ever run into.
Lemonade flavor. Oh my god. I wonder what it tastes like. I mean, I guess I could imagine, but
You'd hope lemonade.
yeah. Well, is it sweet then? Do you think it's sweet popcorn?
Probably a little bit.
Because if it's lemonade, then it's
Right,
probably
the
sweet.
aid part.
Alphino. Erinville was not exaggerating about the cenotes. It would be a grueling ordeal to climb out of that one. Well, thankfully we made it here without incident. Let's not dally any longer. Mine weapon!
Let's see, 663. Mine's 660, so I'll use that on a different job.
I'll use it. I want to see what the brush looks like.
Yeah, that's true. Just use it for aesthetic. Well, if you use it and the brush looks really good, maybe I'll use it.
Alright,
I think I have
let's take a
660
look.
on Gunbreaker.
Oh, it's purple!
Oh, it's purple.
It's automatically purple. Let me take it out. Take a look.
Makes me wonder if the gun is purple too. Oh, it's kind of... I don't know. I don't want to say techy.
It
No, it's
kind
just-
of is.
Yeah.
Well,
The palette looks kind of techy, but it's really just more ornate than anything else.
yeah.
That's fun.
Wait, what did you think cenotes were? And purple! Purple!
Yeah, I'm tempted to see if the Gunbreaker one's also purple. Do I do that or the Picto one? Sweats. Quicksand.
I mean, oh,
I mean, maybe... I don't know anything
mean-
about these geological structures.
you could always look it up to see if you like the gunslinger one better than the
The Gunbreaker
sorry,
one.
not gunslinger, whatever it
Well,
is.
what is that weapon called?
This one is called one
Dark
second.
Mahogany Round Brush.
Oh.
I'm gonna assume
Mahogany.
Dark Mahogany weapon coffered. I-60.
They're just those giant freshwater sinkholes that go deep and used to be considered portals to the underworld.
Oh.
Mhm, yeah.
See, is it this one? I'm looking at it right now. Or, well, trying to find it. Guillotine, glaives, blade axe, Eccles pendulum. Was it this sawback? Huh, it looks funky. It looks like a weird saw blade. I can't tell the color from the thumbnail.
Also, the handle has like this bright red gem looking thing, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, that's pretty neat. Let's see, I'm trying one more place. If I can't find a good image of it, then maybe I'll just... Alright, the Gunbreaker one looks like it might also be purple. Let's just try it. Let's see. Let's hope. Oh, it's not. It's nowhere near as vibrant as the Picto one. Actually, I don't even know if it is purple.
No, it looks black to me.
It maybe has a tint, maybe, but it's pretty. All right. Well, that's what a quick bit of dyeing will address.
All right, Uklabat.
Sure. Let me just slap this on here. All right. Well, I tried. I took a gamble.
Yeah, there you go.
Alright. Tension is divided. Let's see. Ready to head on in?
Oh, it's daytime now. It's dawn.
It's dawn. But we're leaving the trail.
No, we're about going back on it.
We're about to enter town.
Oh, yeah. Our first task should be finding the Elector. Elector. Hopefully our relative tardiness will not reflect poorly upon us. The third promise and a retinue, I presume.
You presume right. I seek the Dawn Servant's Elector.
Then come join us in the Garden of the Stars, at the village center. Everyone is waiting for you.
Everyone?
Everyone.
Everyone? And who might that be?
Everyone, Kryle. There is but one way to find out. Come, let us follow him.
Everyone.
Everyone!
God, the version of that meme where his eyes are also his mouth. I think about that
I
sometimes.
don't actually remember what we're quoting.
There's just a gif of some guy. I don't even know what it was from. Someone going, everyone.
How is everybody here before us?
Because the other two, Bakuljaja didn't stay around for the fight. Zeral just skipped the celebrations. And then we rested it overnight, I guess.
By the presence of the third promise.
Alright, Surrealja. Or Sorelja, they were saying, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why they're waiting. I thought it was a race, but
Yeah.
people have misinterpreted it.
Yeah, I guess it's not technically a race so much as a competition.
Do you have any idea how many could have been hurt?
Now that we are assembled, let us begin.
So, no consequences,
My
cool.
name is Hunmuruk. As Ibrash Rash, I have the honor of
Ibrash
serving as
Rash.
elector on behalf of my people. As all four claimants must be present for this feat, we have eagerly awaited your arrival. Third promise, if you would please join us.
It's a food eating contest.
Can you imagine?
How many hot dogs can you fit in your mouth? Or, sorry, not fit in your mouth, eat.
Yeah, I'm like, that's not quite what eating contests are.
Thus far, you have faced each other as rivals. The feat of repast, however, will test your cooperation. You must complete this challenge in teams of 2.
Oh.
Well, won't it be one team of 3, kind of?
What?
Oh, yeah.
You expect us to work with one of these weaklings?
Be warned. Only the triumphant team.
Oh, now
will
it's
receive
real.
keystones. I advise
Well-
you to cooperate with your partner.
Will Kona, like, do you get to choose teams?
will be
I
decided
wonder.
by lots. Those who draw the same color will be paired accordingly.
Oh, okay. We're gonna be teamed up with Zeralja.
Oh, Zeralja? I thought we were going to team up with Bakuljaja.
I don't know, I just got a
12
feeling.
Vidwuklamat is paired with
Look,
Bakulja
call your
Jaya.
butts in now!
For all he's put her through, I wouldn't blame her if she did something rash. I might even help.
Ali say.
Yeah.
I mean, getting paired up with Zeralja would be nice to actually learn more about the most
Claimants?
mysterious one.
That's
Please
why I
present
think
your
we
colors.
would be, but...
From a narrative perspective.
Mm-hmm.
Red.
I have red. Blue. On separate teams, then. And the rest?
Red. Which means
Oh.
Huh.
Lord
Okay,
Kona.
it's a
Together
nice
again.
pairing then.
As fate would have it.
victory's as good as ours.
With our claimants thus paired, so too is their opposition.
The cats versus the lizards.
Not the one-head.
He can kick your ass any day.
Listen well, for the trial that awaits you is as follows. Each team is to prepare a sample of traditional Shebrol cuisine.
I knew it!
Shebruk Bibil.
I knew it! Hot dogs!
It's not hot dogs.
Kirali hot dogs!
It's not hot dogs.
And now we must cook. Another ludicrous
Hot
feat.
dog. Hot dog.
So it might seem, but there's bound to be deeper meaning to it.
Agreed. Given that the very future of our nation is at stake, all parts of this rite must have significance.
Our promises have grown rather
There you go.
promising, wouldn't you
He's
say?
getting it.
Yeah. They're getting it.
Indeed.
Oh, I bet you you feel
would
so
you guess the
clever saying that,
significance of
don't you,
defeat?
Thancred?
You know he does. Remember, Thancred's the one whose PhD is in like sneaking and spying. He's not actually an intellectual. You gotta give him what he can.
I wish I could get a PhD for something as silly as sneaking.
Few
Sneaking and
things reflect the
spying.
history and development of a culture so clearly as its culinary traditions.
I mean, I guess he's basically got his PhD in Metal Gear, so I guess that's Metal Gear Solid. You know,
Okay.
you know, being Solid Snake. So maybe it's a little bit more than sneaking, but still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Alphino has
variety
a
of
point.
stewed dishes in Garlean cuisine bespeaks their agricultural roots and cold climes, true.
The peoples we've met on our journey, they've all had different practices involving food and drink. The Hanuhanu
Drink.
replenish their magical energies with reeds, while the Pelupelu have turned their fondness of beverages into a living. So basically, to know a people's cuisine is to know something of their ways.
I know there's a college that will give you a certificate of privacy? If you take, no, probably privacy. If you take sailing, sword fighting, pistols, and 1 or 2 other classes. Nice.
Oh. I mean, that's fun. Oh, piracy. Yeah, that makes
Oh, piracy. Well, I thought it was like, right? Isn't the way that,
Privateers.
like, privateers? That's what I was
Yeah.
going for.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't have doubted if that's what it was for that exact reason. But yeah, piracy. Yeah, to know their cuisines.
With each feat, we have deepened our familiarity with a given community's history and culture. Is this
To
what
know
Father
their
intended for
tacos
us
is
all
to know
along?
their truth.
Not just to know their tacos, but to know why tacos.
A leader
Yeah.
with his vision must see that the past doesn't hold the answers we need. It is through embracing innovation
Oh, there
and
he goes.
adhering to tradition that we will usher Tuli Yolal onto a more prosperous future.
Kona, you should have just left this part in your head.
Yawning.
The rules are simple. The first team to prepare and partake of satisfactory Shibruk Bivir will be deemed victorious. You will be judged by your sample's taste and appearance, as well as your adherence to appropriate cooking techniques.
The abuelas won't respect you unless you can make your fajitas properly. Oh no, I can't speak for others, but my abuela will not let anyone else cook when if she has a say about it. Won't even get judged.
Oh my god, this is the Great British Bake Off. Except
Kitchens
it's
have been made available for your use.
someone think of
Note
something
that
better
you may
than
be asked to retry
something think of
should your
alliterative
dish
here.
fail to pass muster. Let the feat of repast be.
Eat of
Chefs,
the past.
to your stations.
Tamales would be
Begin.
more accurate, though.
I've never actually heard of Shibruk Pibil before. Delight, I wonder.
Yeah, first we must learn what it is.
What do you think it is?
I mean, I do not know these root words at all, so I don't know.
Well, if you had to gather, you know, a guess. I hope it's like an empanada.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Love empanadas. Oh, look at them facing each other.
Yep. Alright, gang. Do you suppose the first promise in Bakuljajar will wear matching aprons? I dearly hope so.
Alki is so funny.
She is. Only 2 claimants can receive keystones from this feat. Intimidating, perhaps, but irrelevant. We shall prevail. I don't know, maybe Zeralja is an absolutely cracked chef. You never know.
The second promise will no doubt have thoughts on how to best proceed. Let's just ask for his perspective. The first promise in Bakuljaja are formidable on the field, but in the kitchen, I think the odds are in our favor.
I consider myself a connoisseur of all things tasty and Terali. It's the first time I've heard of Shibruk Pibil.
It's fun to say, Jibruk people.
Yeah.
For the pairings to be thus decided, the stars aligned for us indeed. Getting to use natural illusion.
Yep.
As much as I would have loved to defeat you all in high-stakes culinary battle, I couldn't have asked for better allies.
Oh, I'm just imagining a Hildebrand-style culinary battle where, like, Thancred whips out his gunblade and, like, pulls the trigger to create smoke to add smokiness to the dish. Or, like, you know,
yeah.
stuff like that.
Just like, bang, 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 and lights the fire that way.
Yeah.
Oh no. How fortunate that this feat's unique stipulations have frustrated Bakulja's attempts to delay us. Oh, here comes the Russian.
Serves him right. That's what he gets for endangering my people with his schemes. Why doesn't he just compete fairly? He's plenty strong, and obviously has a mind for strategy, twisted though it may be. I'll never understand him.
Putting aside our competition for the moment, allow me to express how glad I am for this opportunity to work together. As I see it, our team possesses a distinct advantage.
So let's spend 15 minutes talking about our advantage and letting them get ahead. Of course we do. Any team I'm on is bound to succeed. Says the one who got kidnapped and robbed of a thing.
Precisely. You mean we have an advantage in numbers, yes? Herbal was like not having it, his face.
Yeah.
Our competition has a team of 6, the 2 claimants, Cyrilja and Bakuljaja's lackeys. Whereas we are a team of 9, that's 3 more people than we can mobilize. With the task suitably delegated, it should be a brisk affair to learn the recipe and assemble necessary ingredients.
Too easy. Well, we mustn't be overconfident, lest we make a careless mistake that could have been easily avoided.
Our first order of business should be determining the recipe for Jibruk Bibil. We can hardly gather the ingredients for a dish we know nothing about. Given the nature of this feat, asking for answers directly may prove less effective than simply observing the daily habits of the Jabral people. Really? Yeah. Let us gather here once we have seen what clues this village has to offer. Okay, I think I will go make popcorn.
Okay. Alright, when you do, can you refill my water?
Oh yeah, sure. Bye-bye.
Alright. Well, while Nova's making popcorn, I will say, talking about all of this food has, of course, as is tradition, made me hungry.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying
What?
favorite.
And talking about specifically Abuela food, I could really go for some roast pork over rice and beans, just a squeeze of lime, done. That'd be great. That's my growing up Abuela food right there. I don't want to say it was every time I went over, but anytime it was an important occasion, absolutely massive amounts of roast pork, rice and beans, and then lime. Yeah, right? Jealous. It was good. It's good stuff. But, like I said before, my grandmother will not let anyone else cook, and she also does not write down recipes, even though we've asked. And she's just like, you just put it in the oven and cook it, and then it's done, and then you put it on the plate. And I'm like, that's not how that works. Like, I don't know, she just knows it all from muscle memory, I guess, or from habit. But my mother's been trying to get her to write stuff down. Very unsuccessful. But yeah, I do admire her ability to feed so many people with good quality food. Oh, and occasionally, I don't remember it being there when I was younger, but maybe I didn't touch it because it looked different. But get some nice yuca with just like a little bit of a pan sear on it. Also very good. Also very good. Yeah, yuca and roast pork. Every time I go over and we eat something like that, I bring home as much leftovers as I can, and it reheats very well in the pan. You want to try that someday? Yeah, it's good. Would recommend if you can find. I'm sure there's a lot of flavors of Central American cuisine that have that general vibe to it. Now I'm just quietly thinking of it. What about you? Do you have any particular favorite form of cuisine, either in memory or perhaps to make yourself, Imasha? The more food you experiment with, the more good recipes you find. Yeah, that's very, very true. I think it just trying out different things, and then even though maybe some people might not be too fond of doing fusion and calling it specific things, but then fusing them in different ways, also great. Like doing different spice blends in curries or curry-like things has been one of my favorite things to do. I like that thicker sauced curry with whatever you want to throw in it. Vegetables. It can be vegetarian or it can have a meat of some kind. Alright, Alright, Nova's almost returned. Gone to rice bowls lately, but there's a super tasty vegan zucchini enchilada recipe you enjoy. So a tempeh peanut noodle with kale recipe is very good. Or gyros, heroes, gyros. Mmm. Oh yeah, all those sound pretty good. I love... Hello, welcome back. We were just talking about food the whole time.
My favorite subject, I guess. I say I guess because, like, I don't know, it's always a stream topic for me.
But yeah, I love me a good, like, stone rice bowl. Rice dish where the rice gets a little crispy on the bottom. And that's always nice.
Why are you a crafter?
Because I'm a culinarian to help with the cooking.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah. I also wanted to see if in my recipe list I had this dish and could just tell us, but if it exists as something we can cook outside of here, it's higher level. Your family wasn't big into specific recipes, but you had an excellent bread recipe and a chicken casserole. That's good. Good old Midwest. Oh. Yeah, I've never done homemade bread.
I wanted to, but then I got intimidated.
Oh, I can't inspect this as a culinarian. Culinarians can't touch the spices. You heard it here first. Number of spices. That one's called achote. We mostly use it to add a bit of color to our most popular cuisine, but its medicinal benefits are significant as well.
Okay, maybe they're saying we can't ask the locals because they know it's a trial, perhaps?
Yeah, that makes sense. Ciabatta is super easy and doesn't require kneading. Takes maybe 2 hours, including the time it takes to let it raise. Ooh.
Really? I thought you had to, like, develop the dough and yeast and stuff. Is that, like, for all bread, or is that just...
Over here, a fastidious fellow.
The recipe for Jibruk Pibu? I wish I could tell you, friend. A dish so delicious meant to be shared. Alas, we are forbidden from divulging anything. Orders from Humaruk himself. Okay, yeah, so I was on board with that. The yeast for ciabatta takes all of 5 minutes to get going. Wow, nice. Ciabatta bread's pretty good, too. It's pretty good bread.
I like ciabatta.
But your mentioning it has given me a fierce craving. I only hope there's still Ibruk to be had at market. Wink.
Okay, so big enough to be shared. My mind is now pivoting to some sort of like, just like big mixed rice dish. You know, rice, vegetables, spices, maybe some meat of some kind, or nachos.
Ooh, nachos! I love nachos.
Right, like something you'd get a big tray of that people could all dig into. But you know, and what flavor would that be? Okay, not here. Did we attune?
We did not.
Ubigo.
I'm always for nachos. So, what's sad is that a lot of places, nachos are a shared plate. But I just want to eat it myself. Usually people around me don't want nachos. So one time I ordered at a restaurant, I was like, oh, I'll have the nachos. And a huge plate came out, and I was like, oh no, this was supposed to be just for me. I made a mistake.
Yeah. It's tough. I'd eat nachos more, but I can't do the amount of cheese they put on most nachos.
Yeah, it is leftover nachos, but also, like, depending on how it was stacked, you know, the nachos get soggy, right? Even if you put them in the oven. So it's not as good. Okay, Hoop deal. We ought to cut our losses and head to Mamuk. This feat is nothing but a fool's errand. You're the fool if you think he won't tan our hides for leather if we dare to return without enough keystones. Besides, we've taken from that house scout before. How difficult could a second time be? What are you looking at, salt liquor? Mind your own business. homemade nachos in a cake pan or casserole dish. We've done that too.
Oh.
It's pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh my god, look at this mech.
Oh, wow. God, the horn on or whatever on that. Is that a sword? No, it's a horn. Or is it a sword? Come on. It's
I
like
don't know,
an
it's like a
over-the-shoulder
back to head.
cannon.
Yeah, that's weird.
Oh, okay. Anyway. Gemstone Trader.
Okay.
And not go through doors like that. With that big shoulder cannon, yeah.
Yeah.
Right, banana peel. Plantains?
Banana, huh?
I wonder if it's... Well, they're calling it a banana.
Like a plantain?
Yeah, but I would guess... A plant. Brightly usual colored banana peel has been neatly arranged on the ground, which appears to be smoking.
Huh? Oh no! It appears I've gone and dropped my nodule. I mean, Jatika banana peel. I could barely see it for all the steam issuing from my underground oven. Ah, there's nothing like throwing a tasty banana while you use the leaves in your cooking.
Oh, it's a banana leaf thing.
Thank you for the heavy-handed hint.
Nope. Oh man, plantains, it's been so long. Honestly, for me too, I don't get them that often. I don't know, there's certain kinds of certain styles of cooking of them that I like much more than others. So I usually don't go out of my way for them unless I know I'm getting the kind that I like.
Yeah, that's fair.
I like
What
them to
about
be...
plantain chips, though? Those are good.
Yeah, they are good. Honestly, I almost like plantains kind of like a cookie, right? I want it to be a little crisp around the edges, but soft in the middle, and have a bit of sweetness to it, you know?
Yeah, that sounds good. Click.
Oh, yes. Yay. Alright, team. Do we know this dish yet? Sorry. I'm back.
What did we discover about Jibruk Pibil? True to your prediction, the villagers were forbidden from educating us, directly. However, many were still preparing it as one might a staple dish. An observation of their techniques yielded clues enough.
A lady blending local herbs and spices was only too happy to describe the ones I didn't recognize, while neither confirming nor denying any relation to Jibruk Pibil. But one in particular she attributed to all common Shabral dishes, achiote, she called it.
I see. Then if Jibruk Pibil is indeed a dish as ubiquitous as Alphino claims, we have confirmed our first ingredient.
You're alright, you keep sighing.
That's because I can hear it. I can hear how badly I'm doing.
Maybe. I feel like Kona in particular was very like soft-spoken and slow-speaking. Maybe that would help? Just go like softer.
Well,
and
he's
slower.
kind of like Aaronville, right? But I want to differentiate him from Aaronville.
Well, I think their accents are very different.
Well, in the matter of the way that they speak, you know, soft.
That's fair. They're both...
And because I can't do an accent at all, it's like, well, anyway. Meanwhile, I did observe a cook burying bundles wrapped in the leaf of a jewel, or banana in certain localities, who'd seen the use of subterranean ovens is commonplace.
I saw the same. I think we all know what's inside those bundles then, don't you? What do you say? The first one, right? What is the third option? A squeaky flesh of a bipedal fish?
I don't know. Click.
Druk, without a doubt.
As would be expected of a dish called Jibruk Pibil indeed. So to summarize, This dish is one of a brook, flavored with a combination of spices that includes achiote, and steamed underground with nadrul or banana leaves. Given our assumptions are correct, we must now learn where and how to procure our ingredients. As a staple cuisine, its ingredients would be close at hand, which is why Thancred and I scouted the surrounding forest while you were all exploring the village. Between the local vegetation and Wild Brook, we should have everything we need in regards to meat and spices.
Leave it to a master gleaner.
Ah. With that, we should next divvy up our tasks. While some gather ingredients, others should make ready in the kitchen.
I can help prepare the kitchen.
Permit me to assess as well. Our ovens will doubtless require firewood, and I have some experience in its gathering.
Alphino's always out here gathering that firewood.
I know. I too should be glad to volunteer mine aid. Then the rest of us will gather ingredients. I can make quick work of the spices and herbs myself. I'm happy to lead someone into a suitable ibruk, if they will perform the requisite deed. Alice? As for the new jewel leaves, I believe I'm capable of acquiring that much on my own. Be warned, you won't find the jewel in these parts. They only grow in the Ja Tika at Heartland. Forests far below these. Such an excursion may be time-consuming. Perhaps we ought to try bartering it first. This feat encourages our communication with the locals, after all. I got butter in my throat. Lamachi, Nemo and Adelaide, if you would accompany me on my errand?
Yeah, sure. No better way to whet my appetite.
Good. Let us be about our tasks then.
This is a situation where if there were actually Nemo and Adelaide, Adelaide would probably go into the kitchen group and start with her culinarian skills. But
true.
There's a Jamaican food truck around sometimes that has fried plantains. Ooh, that sounds good. Man, I miss
food trucks.
Having a bunch of food trucks nearby. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. You're talking to Kona? Yeah.
Lamachi had no specific task assigned to her, so I had her accompany me. No more, no less. Wait, was he saying like, hey, if you think something's weird about me pairing with her, don't worry, I'm normal.
Honestly, it sounds kind of like what he's saying.
Oh
which is in of itself a lot not quite normal. So far, he's been mostly normal.
Mostly normal.
Right? About his siblings. Like, could just be an overprotective sibling. Let's hope it stays at that level.
I mean, I doubt Final Fantasy would be like, that. But I can imagine the fan base.
That's true. Alright, Lamat. Come on, let's go and get those Najul leaves. The sooner we do, the sooner we can eat. So the way it's been described so far seems like relatively few ingredients. The spices, the meat, and the banana leaves.
What do I got? So this is 663. I will use it.
Show me what you got. Oh, it's like the Rock Tika stuff, except for different colored, probably dyeable.
Japan encourages some strange tropes. And we're just gonna pray to Heidelin.
Alright, Kona. History of violence.
Let us see if there are Najul leaves to be had in town. Perhaps the cook Uriange mentioned might be persuaded to spare a few.
Honestly, to save even more time, we probably should have been acquiring all this stuff when we were investigating. When someone's like, this spice is used in most of our dishes, should have been like, cool, can we buy a couple peppers or whatever off you? You know?
I mean, we don't know what the pockets look like.
With what the what looks like?
Their pockets, you know, how much money they have.
I guess so.
The Woklamat spent all of hers at the Pelu Pelu village. Kona? The earth here is indeed fashioned into an oven of sorts. Fascinating.
An underground oven. This must be the cook Uriange was talking about.
Cheerful cook. Oh, hello again. Did you need something? Now, jewel leaves, for purposes other than Jibuk Pibil, naturally. Unfortunately, I've just used up my last. You'll have to travel to the lower forest for more. Golmajit Grove is the source of the finest Najul leaves you'll find. Wild variants that you sometimes see in the city markets can't compare. Of course. Couldn't be that easy. I see. I had hoped to avoid such a lengthy venture, but if there's no other way to obtain our ingredient, then to the Jatika heartland we shall go. Allow me to save you the trip. Wait, really? Traveling there requires that you go through the Tienbeck Traverse, but has caved in due to a recent storm, I expect.
What? But that means we can't get our Najul leaves.
But we can, can't we? If there were no other way of procuring them, there was no other way of procuring them, you would have suspended this feat, or else altered its objective. Perhaps. Anyway, I apologize for the interruption, but having overheard your conversation, I felt compelled to chime in.
That's very kind of you. Any last-minute advice you'd be willing to share?
Only to undertake the feat of repast with an empty stomach. You may find Jibruk Pibil to be delicious, but daunting dish to finish.
I can't wait. Still.
Can you imagine? Sorry. I was about to say, can you believe that in school I always volunteered to read too? I never had to do it with an accent.
Yeah, I mean, doing that, and also, I mean, we're running into like fictional names of places and things as well. So having to figure out pronunciation on the fly, doing an accent we're not familiar with. It's tough. It's tough. Still, if there are no leaves here and we can't travel for more, how are we supposed to gather all our ingredients?
These feats are meant to deepen our understanding of the peoples and cultures of Tuliolo. So perhaps there is something about Jibruk Pibil that we have yet to learn. Something of significance other than its recipe or ingredients.
Oh, I see. Like who was the first to make it, its history, that sort of thing.
If it's Yak T'el's history you're interested in, you should start with the Old War.
Between the Shabral and the Mamulja, right?
These forests which have borne witness to centuries of warfare, the evidence of which remains a scar upon the earth. To know the end of that bloodshed is to know Jibruk Pibil,
Huh? What does steamed brook have to do with bloodshed?
Can you use it like off of the monster?
I'm wondering if it uses some key ingredient from the Mamulja that wouldn't be present here, but is present near the Mamulja's thing, and it was in fact a like celebratory peace dish to like symbolize the treaty between the two. Perhaps.
Precisely the question we must answer. Vexing though the detour may seem, I can think of no other way to approach this feat. In that case, you may wish to visit the site of a settlement ruined by the war. The village of Ilion Asho. It lies a short distance to the east.
Left in ruins for 80 years. The village of Ilion Asso. Asho? Understood. Thank you for the help. Come, let's go and see this place. Points upwards. No, we haven't been looking for ether currents.
We haven't been too far in this place.
Yeah, 311 to the east. Actually, I guess we might as well mount up.
Already ahead of you.
Oh, we can't jump there because that's the pit. We have to go around.
Oh no, the pit!
Go around the pit. The cenote. $250 northeast. Ooh, I like this nighttime music. Quiet, ambient, meandering piano. Everyone knows that there was a war between the Mamulja and Jabral, but I may have forgotten some of the details. I mean, it was 80 years ago, that's a long time.
Yeah. The village of Ilion Osso must be further east. Let us continue with haste. For all we know, our competitors may be on our heels.
Like, I feel like Wuklamat not knowing the culture of the Hanu, who are right next to the capital, like not knowing anything about them at all, it's like that's a little bit more egregious than not knowing about a war that happened 80 years ago in a region more remote, you know?
Maybe these people are more isolated than first expected.
Yeah. I mean, it does seem that way.
Also, she's like royalty. I'm not surprised she doesn't know anything about the common people.
But her whole thing is that the common people seem to like, well, I guess a certain subset of the common people seem to like her.
She just knows the city, right?
Yeah, that's
it's
true.
Very, you know. Wait, a little bit of a tag right here. Tag. There we go.
Nice. Wait, I'm gonna go. Yep, got it. All right. Where is this? 131 east. So seems like past the story thing. 84 northeast. Maybe even in this town?
Possibly. This place feels forgotten by time.
Click. So this is the village of Ilion Asho, or what's left of it. Wook Evu?
Oh. Is that me, right?
Yeah, that was you. It's the guy who, the manners guy.
Oh, the very polite guy.
Yeah.
It was a place of light and... Oh my god. It was a place of light and life. My great-grandfather called it home, in fact.
Wook Evu, I didn't know you were in Yak T'el.
I was picking up lumber from Ikbrax when I heard the third promise was on her way to the site of deep historical significance. I immediately saw another opportunity to be of service, and so followed you here.
Wook Evu is a shipwright who came to our aid during the Feat of Reeds.
A pleasure. You are a member of the Third Promise's retinue, I presume. Uh-oh. Here it comes. Here it comes. For the moment, I suppose I am. My name is Kona. Pleased to meet your acquaintance.
The moment.
Kona! Now that's a good name. A familiar name. Where have I heard?
Zoom.
Kona! As in the second promise of Duliolo?
Nova, are you okay? You sound like you are dying into the microphone right now.
I was gonna do a deep breath for this guy, and I choked on my spit.
Okay.
To think that I addressed the Dawn Servant's own son as some common retainer! Such disrespect cannot be excused. Please, take up your gun and...
Oh, come on, not this again. Imasha played Hydrate, so please do, Nova. Really,
Okay,
please
I'm gonna take you up on that. Alright, I think I'm okay.
Breathe.
I take move.
Okay.
Isn't that what got me in trouble in the first place?
You know what? I guess it is.
I take no offense, so please do not dwell on it. Okay. Alright then, I shan't dwell on it.
That's right on cue. At least he's consistent?
If he should be one thing, it's consistent. I understand you wish to learn about Jibrak Pibil. While I am forbidden by the Jibrak rocks?
I believe so.
Jibrak rocks to divulge any information regarding its preparation, I would be happy to share what I know of Yak T'el's history.
We'd appreciate that.
In its most basic sense, the conflict between the Jabral and Mamulja was one of land. The Mamulja lived in the lower forest, where the thick canopy obscures the sun and the soil is unforgiving to crops. This drove them to covet the upper forest, the home of the Jabral, and they launched a determined campaign to seize it for themselves. Yet advantage ever favors higher ground, and the Jabral forces held the upper hand against the invaders, rebuffing them from time to time and time again.
Advantage and defender's advantage.
But as the state of this village would attest, the tide eventually turned. What brought it about? Something you know all too well. Blessed siblings. You must understand. The Mumuljal were once a people as much at war with themselves as they were with others. The Hubigo, Bunawa, and Dopro. Each sought to... Dopro! Each sought to assert the dominance over the others, even as they engaged the Jabral in battle. In an effort to strengthen bonds and discourage infighting, Hubigo and Bunawa leaders arranged a marriage between their children. However, this political measure altered the course of history in ways no one could have ever imagined. It was long believed that partners of different clans could not have children together. But then it happened. A child arrived who shared the blood of Hubigo and Bunawa both. A two-headed Mamulja. Blessed with tremendous physical strength and magical prowess, he grew into a mighty warrior before eventually arising as the first Ultarch, ruler of all three clans. Such qualities would depose anyone to leadership, character notwithstanding. Under the Autarch's rule, the newly united Mamuja became a force to be feared, and the war soon came to a head. I think it best you see the results firsthand. Let us visit another battlefield from that time, and there I shall continue the tale.
First, ether current. 82 north. So it's behind these buildings.
Get it?
There. Utomu Horizon. Such mysterious sounding piano music.
Yeah.
Oh, 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 oh. Oh. We could have seen this from where we were standing, I feel like. Like, we probably...
Wow. Hello.
It's been 80 years and it's still this destroyed? Dang.
Ugh, what happened? What happened?
What happened here? Wuklamat says the same thing. What happened? Kona?
Oops, I clicked Wokibu instead.
He just says buy the 12.
They say that too?
I didn't think they would actually. That seems like an oversight. I
Well,
thought the 12 were...
in Charlian.
This
Oh,
is where
yeah,
most
probably.
battles were fought between the Shabral and Mamulja, the Shobrit Cinderfield.
Cinderfield.
A
That sounds
field
like
of
a
cinders, indeed.
Souls game title.
How fierce their clashes must have been. The war over these lands began after the Yokui's departure some 500 years ago. And for 4 centuries thereafter, the two enemies repaid violence with violence. A constant stream of minor skirmishes, punctuated by massive slaughter. Until Father ended their endless conflict 80 years ago. Accompanied by a retinue of only 6, the Dawn Servant opposed both armies and brought the fighting to a standstill.
First they sealed Valley Armanda at full strength, and now this.
It was during this armistice that both sides gathered for negotiations at the Dawn Servant's behest.
Who is that? Oh,
Echo.
you think you can hide from us? You can't hide from... Oh, migraine!
You can't hide from my migraine.
Wait. We're flashing back to this scene, which means whoever we just saw must have been someone who was there.
Whoa.
Right?
For too long, you
Oh,
have been
doesn't mean
bound
that.
by your ancestors' violent legacy.
I
It
think
is
so.
past time you broke free of it.
Tell that to the Scale Scum! We fight to protect what is rightfully ours. If not for their greed, we'd be living in peace.
Buff your tails and scurry off, then! Cowards like you ill-deserve the bounty of this forest.
Even should one of you succeed in vanquishing the other, your triumph will last only until a new invader arrives. Tell me, do you know of the vast continent that lies far to the east, where numerous nations vie for dominance? You do not. And why should you? Affairs beyond the salt we have no intention to cross are of no consequence to us.
The man.
Not until those affairs come to Tural, like our honored visitor here.
is from across the ocean.
I've been to the ocean before, and it's nothing but water farther than the eye can see. What sort of vessel could possibly reach its end?
That such technology exists is indisputable, as is foreign powers' awareness of Tural. If any such country were to develop a taste for Turali soil and bring to bear the might of innovations we can only imagine, what do you suppose happens then? You do not know the warlords of the East, but you know that if they came, they would not settle for a single forest. By joining hands, we might create a unified front, an alliance capable of repelling them or any other foe. There is no greater proof of these than my companions and I. Alone we are weak, but together we triumphed over Valigarmanda.
What? You defeated the Sky Ruin? I'd take you for a liar if the sting of our own defeat wasn't still fresh.
Their coordination was indeed impressive. How the Pelu stymied our efforts to cripple the Yokui's legs and defend our ballistas. And when we withdrew to strike again from a distance, the Hanu called the winds to make our arrows miss their marks. In seeking to exploit their weaknesses, we only subjected ourselves to their strengths.
Those strengths are born of cooperation. The guiding principle of the nation we envision.
Wait. Wasn't the grandfather supposed to be part of his retinue? But we don't.
No, the grandfather came 20 years ago.
How do you expect us to join hands now?
Oh, okay.
Ha ha! Give us an evening to convince you.
Yeah, we look over in that direction. Slight nod.
And so began that legendary banquet. One would not expect sworn enemies to abruptly drink to each other's health, and, indeed, a tense silence hung over the venue. But then, the Dawn servant called for the exchange of traditional cuisine. So it was that the Mamulja partook of spiced meat, and the Chebral steamed Najul. Before long, delight manifested upon the faces of those present, each side impressed by the other's dish. Seeing this, the Dawn servant laughed and declared once more, their flavors, he said, would be even better combined, and he proceeded to help them prepare the new creation.
That's Shibruk Pibil, I'd wager.
It is a marriage of Chebral and Mamulja cultures, and proof of their newfound cooperation.
People can't see, but I'm tapping inside of my head. I got
for
this.
A single evening, but the feasting is said to have lasted 3 days and 3 nights. So delicious was their repast. In the end, a peace accord was reached, and the Dawn servant's words at that time still illuminate our way forward.
Ignorance begets a strife. Understanding begets fellowship.
Sorry. It's just to think that he ended an age-old conflict with food. It's all so absurd. It's somehow so very papa, I couldn't help but laugh.
Ignorance begets strife. Understanding begets fellowship.
Now then, I trust you understand the significance of Shibruk Bibil and the history it has written.
Absolutely. Thank you for sharing the story with us.
Oh, but we're still wondering who's spying on us.
Yeah, we're distracted.
What's wrong?
Are you alright? You're still clearing your throat a lot.
Sorry.
Someone was there, you say?
Perhaps our competition is cooking up some scheme or another.
Something bitter and half-baked, no doubt.
It does sound like this dish is basically plantains and spiced meat. Or maybe it is bananas, but I just wonder if they're calling it bananas because maybe Eorzea doesn't have plantains, but...
Yeah, maybe.
Alright. Wukavu.
Oh, Wukavu first? Okay. I hope I have been of sufficient service to the third promise. I never imagined our father was instrumental to Brooks Bibil's invention.
Papa really did live up to his words. He traveled the land and learned about our people's myriad cultures. We're doing the same now. Alright. Quick.
Ona?
Ooh, a mystery item.
Does that mean it's like a minion?
Could mean a minion, could mean outfit, could be anything.
Well, we're getting outfit pieces, so probably not that.
Yeah, probably not, unless it's a glamour outfit. Except...
Wukivu has given us valuable insight into the origins of Shibruk Bibil. However, we are still no closer to procuring the necessary jewel leaves. Unless... Tell me, was that historic feat commemorated in some fashion? With a monument, for instance? Indeed it was. Allow me to show you.
Oh, I will add something I thought. Wuklamont's like, I can't believe our father did it with food, but that's just like him. Like, you are overlooking how your father and his retinue did beat both armies to a standstill and then won them over with food, right? There was some force applied.
Yeah, but like, I give it a lot more credit because like he got them enough to listen.
Right.
But
right.
If he didn't have that second part, they would still be fighting again.
No, it's true. I was just saying that, like, you know, he had to get them to a point they were willing to even sit down with each other first, right?
Yavita.
Yavita. What does Kona want with a monument?
It is only speculation, but I dare to hope.
Alright. Quick.
Here it is. Offered up by the two factions, these weapons symbolize their vow that they would never again raise arms against each other. Since this feat demands a journey through history, I thought it only logical that a monument like this might steer us through. Especially one at the heart of a so significant a battlefield. Namachi, Nemo and Adelaide, would you help me search for this area for clues? Tell me if anything catches your eye.
Sure thing. What can we find? Do people maybe leave, I don't want to say offerings, but... Oh?
Look, here. This soil has been recently overturned.
I was like, what's that scraping sound? But it's them digging. Oh, someone buried the box.
Well, well. I would have been satisfied to find only a hint, but here they are, fresh Najul leaves. Hunmu Rook's doing, I'd wager. There's a poetry in hiding them on this battlefield, given that it was central to the war that they helped end.
So we planned all this from the start. Thank you again, Wukevu. We wouldn't have found these leaves without your help.
It was my honor to render assistance. And, with apologies to the present company, allow me to offer you my encouragement as well, Third Promise. Ever since I witnessed your performance in the Feat of Reeds, I have been certain that you are the claimant most worthy of leading our nation. All devised solutions to the Hanu Hanu's ailing crops, but you alone sought to know their culture and revive Ihihana, even if it seemed unrelated to your task. In my humble opinion, no one cares more for the people of Tulialal and what they hold dear. Oh, Kona. Should you again require the historical musings of an old shipwright, I am ever at your service. For now, I take my leave. I cannot argue with that.
You look so shocked.
We have what we need. Let us return to Ikbrax. We're so angry still.
I would have expected us to go pan to yet again. That's pretty far to the south. Okay. I'll warp us there since it's getting late, but I would love to finish this feat.
Yeah, I agree.
Are you still eating popcorn?
Yeah.
Is there anything left of your popcorn, or are you crunching through the kernels and choking on the pieces?
I don't know.
Why don't you stop crunching on the kernels? Stop choking on the pieces of the popcorn. Why don't you stop? Why don't you stop doing that? Why don't you put the bowl to the side?
It is to the side.
Put it further out of reach.
What is this?
What's what?
The Moogles!
The little Moogle minion.
There's a halo of Moogles.
Set of Primogs. He has a little dancing collection of Moogles. Move your popcorn away from you.
It's...
Can't distract me with the Moogles.
Okay, I'm pushing it farther away.
It's like I still hear you intermittently coughing. I'm like, what's continuously getting in your freaking throat? It's the popcorn kernels, the unpopped kernels that you are crunching open with your teeth, your poor teeth.
I'm using a different technique so they don't get worn out.
Stop. Don't do it. No more. Alright.
Okay.
Wukla. You have to wonder whether Wukevu is actually a historian and not a shipwright. Someone whose job is a shipwright, but his hobby and passion is history.
Yeah, you can have hobbies.
Yeah. Alright, Kona.
I'm glad we were successful. The others should be back soon, I expect.
I hope so. I'm famished. Me too.
You're famished?
I want... We were talking about while you were making popcorn. I want roast pork over rice and beans with a squeeze of lime.
Oh.
Optionally, could be with yuca instead.
I clicked a little after you than you. So.
That's okay. I'm waiting.
How did everyone fare?
We got the Najul leaves. Wukevu came along and helped us find them. Wukevu was here. I would have liked to say hello. Yes, he gave us an important history lesson. Explain, explain, explain as night turns to day. As the dawn breaks.
Ha 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 ha.
I see your mouth moving.
Oh, that's because I'm picking my teeth.
Okay, alright, fine.
That Guluzhaja brought an end to centuries of warfare surprises me a little. It surprises me little. But to achieve said peace through cuisine is something else entirely.
Leave it to my old man to find the oddest of solutions. How about the rest of you? Is our kitchen ready? Everything should be in order. Uriange and I made another tour of the village and borrowed the cooking utensils we need, with no mention of what we need them for, of course.
And I am pleased to report that we are stocked with the finest firewood this forest had to offer.
Alphino needs a title that's like expert firewood gatherer floating over his head at all times.
Yeah.
Spoken like a true expert. Erenville and I found our brook, so we should have meat aplenty.
It was a spirited creature. So much so that its hunter fell down cenote trying to catch it. Eh? Alize? Oh no.
What part of never speak of this to anyone did you not understand? Erenville is like, I am not intimidated by threats of violence.
I picked a good portion of the local herbs. What the fuck am I doing? With particular attention to the seeds that yield achiote. I'm told our recent astrologian divined the appropriate measurements for the seasoning as well.
Like literally divined? No, okay.
Aye. Through further inquiry did I determine the ideal balance of spices. Then all that remains is to prepare the dish itself. I presume that at least one among us is versed in the culinary arts. Is Adelaide like, you, me, me?
I can hardly claim profound skill, but I have cooked for myself. You can leave the rest to me.
What do you mean? Has no one ever cooked for themselves before except Kryle?
I got a line.
Oh!
And you, I hope. As I recall, you are an accomplished culinarian.
Mine just says, could use your adventurous grit when it comes to skinning the brook.
I get accomplished culinarian. Ehe. Oh, my mouth is watering already.
This is the hungriest expansion ever.
It's the hungriest expansion that has eaten the least food. Without further delay then.
Yeah, woo! This song.
What an interesting song to play during a cooking competition.
Yeah, I know.
I assume you and I are both standing at the back.
It smells so good.
Yes.
Good, there is still time. I shall prepare our sample at once.
Food time! Yeah!
At first,
Are you gonna
I
do
wasn't
nothing?
sure about being stuck with the one head. But better that than playing nanny to the mewling house cat.
Be quiet, Buckle Jaja. No one cares what you think.
You're lame
Act
and
all you
cringe.
like. Victory will be ours.
Food time, yeah!
Woo!
It's ready.
Oh.
We're already done. Oh my god, that looks so good.
It does look so good.
That meat looks succulent.
Apologies for the wait. We submit to you our Shibruk Pibil.
I want it, I want it, I want it, I want it.
Yeah, that looks good.
This looks amazing.
It doesn't look like it would feed a lot of people, but
No, it doesn't.
The dish is prepared by using the culinary techniques of the Mamulja to cook the spiced meats favored by the Jabral. It is a symbol of peace between their two peoples after centuries of war.
what if they were like what they said?
Yeah, right?
Oh.
Both the ingredients and your methods appear to have been correct. Now then.
Oh, it's so tiny in his hands.
Yeah, oh my god, this is a miniature. We made lalafell-sized tacos.
We did. Star eyes? Oh.
In taste, texture, and aroma, you have recreated Shibruk Pibil admirably. Granted, anyone might well achieve similar results by following the recipe to the letter. But you went a step further. You sought to learn the cultural significance of the dish, about Yak T'el's history of violence and your father's role.
I already ate it already, dang it. I know, it's so hard to play this game. It's just
Your
food.
willingness to take lessons from the past befits aspiring Dawn servants. And for that, I commend you.
Go Team Chef
All
Lalafell.
that remains is to partake of your creation.
They're gonna fight us right now.
True understanding is gained only through experience.
Yeah, maybe.
Now this is something I'm definitely good at.
Ahem. I believe we have yet to receive our assessment.
Finally, we eat.
Ours is also a
Nope,
faithful example.
not yet.
Of Shibruk Pibil.
How did they finish already?
Maybe they made some of it before they came over? I don't know.
Sneef. You did not say anything. Will it have excellent mouthfeel? Oh, I want to eat that so bad.
Me too. I can like already feel biting into it and like the juice is dripping.
Yeah.
I see.
And the soft tortilla.
Mm-hmm.
While your effort looks the part, unlike the second and third promises dish, it lacks its defining aroma.
Preposterous! The meat was marinated and spiced before being steamed in an earthen oven. This is Shibruk Pibil.
Gordon Ramsay.
Oh? And what about the Jatika banana leaf?
It's because of you that we couldn't get any damn leaves! You can't fault us!
But the second and third promises had no such difficulty, did they? That which they needed, they acquired simply by showing interest in our history and
You don't
heritage.
know me.
Ugh, it's just some crusty old leaf. What difference could it make?
Oh, is he gonna have a ratatouille moment? Is he gonna eat it? Ratatouille?
Can you imagine if that's what turns Bakul Jaja around?
As you have failed to demonstrate an adequate understanding of Shibruk Pibil, I must deem your performance unsatisfactory. Your team will not receive keystones.
This was stupid anyway.
Uh-oh. She's gonna have a headache. Here comes a migraine.
His ambition only grows more intense. That someone could harbor such dark thoughts towards family.
What do I care for this sham of a feat? I can always take what I need later.
She's eating her cheeks.
Yeah, she's eating while they're having their argument.
The brook is so tender it melts in your mouth, and the way the Najul leaf rounds out these spices is sublime.
I mean, the food is right there. It's only getting
Oh,
colder.
she's mocking them.
Someone who only knows brute force and deception could never.
Oh my god, this feels like a sibling moment for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the food's right there. Same girl.
Choke on your
Choke. Choke.
Come. Finish your meal. That too is part of the feat.
Don't have to tell me twice.
No, anybody else, show them eating, because I wanted...
No!
Oh, it's just empty. I wanted to see them put in your mouth.
You've got real culinary talent. If you ever tire of adventuring, you can always be my
Just
personal
saying,
chef.
Wait, did Wuklamat compliment your culinary talent?
No.
Wait, what's the line you got?
It was just, Kona saying, like, it was palatable, and that was it.
Oh, Wuklamat says, you've got real culinary talent. If you ever tire of adventuring, you can always be my personal chef. I get a smile.
Nice.
It was...
Oh, now
palatable
Kona
enough,
says his thing.
I suppose.
Oh,
Well,
so
there's
he's-
no
he's
accounting for
appropriate.
taste. Yeah. You know, not everyone likes every food, but
To you, who have successfully
that looked good to
performed
me.
the feat of repast,
Yeah.
I present these keystones.
Lemon flavor.
Only one feat left.
Must not eat the keystones.
Must not put in my mouth. Oh, it kind of looks like a leaf.
Yeah, it does.
Well, I should get going then.
Like the banana leaf.
Oh, but banana leaves aren't yellow.
Well, no, but...
Entourage, come on.
I'm glad that I
I mean,
wasn't
yeah, they both
paired with
suck.
one of the others.
Yeah, in different ways.
Oh, we can do it.
We can do better than that, surely.
He feels so young in comparison to Urianger and Thancred.
He does.
The sixth keystone is ours. Thanks for all your help, everyone. I forgot something important.
Awful shocked.
Was there any Shipbrook people left? I could really use another helping.
He's still hungry.
I know that feeling.
Me too.
Taco Bell. Not that it's a good equivalent to
No,
foods here,
it's
but
not.
like it's what we can get at 11 p.m.
Yeah. I don't even remember what town it was. There was a Cuban restaurant my family went to for someone's birthday, and it was like 45 minutes away from wherever I was at the time, and that was really good. Like,
What did you have?
had some, I think it was like roasted then fried pork still on the bone. Like it was like almost like one of those comical chunks of like pork, like ham on the bone kind of
meat.
Yeah, like almost like that, except for it didn't like really look like it, but it had the shape, right?
Yeah.
Oh, it was so good. Probably absolutely terrible for me with how like fatty and juicy that was, but oh god, so good. I'm hungry.
Hands in your face again.
Yes, yeah, that's exactly what was happening. All right.
Let's talk to everybody and then probably just end it here.
Yeah, pick up the move on quest and then we end it. I'm relieved that our dish was well received. We need to start considering how to reclaim that keystone from Bakul Jaja.
I know, he keeps showing up and we're not doing anything. We're just letting him leave.
Yeah.
But all the claimants are like, now it's not the time for that.
Look, people survived living off that for ages. I'm sure it's fine. It's true. It's true.
Depriving the first promise of a keystone is a crucial victory indeed.
Aaronville?
One final feat remains. After this one, I hardly know what to expect.
That was so good. I'm already looking forward to having Jibruk Pibil again. Here, Adelaide, Nemo. Cryo made more using leftover ingredients. You'll love it. I'm thinking to buy more for the road myself. Now the feat of repast is over, the villagers should be free to offer it to us, right? We get
nice.
The mystery item was some food. Oh, this is the housing version.
Oh,
so
cool.
It's like these you can place in the house, and then you can eat them, and then they'll slowly be eaten up. And once you've eaten it enough times, it'll be just empty plates.
Oh, cool. Can I give you mine or no?
Probably. Here's Jibruk Pibil. Hand it over.
No, I can't.
Why not?
It won't let me.
Oh. Well, that's that then. Oh yeah, it says untradeable. Would you look at that? Yeah. Oh well. Alphino.
Click. Shoes.
A father's grief.
Seeing as we now face the penultimate objective of the rite, it would be wise to travel to Munmuk and undertake the feat of the Brotherhood without delay. Wise, yes, but impossible. The Tienbeck Traverse, which connects the upper forest to the Jaltika heartland, is still impassable. Engi.
Is there no other route?
I'm afraid not. Work to clear the path is underway though, so I'm hopeful we can resume our journey soon. Then let us each use this time as we see fit. I, for one, would like to explore the village's surrounds. Surrounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I just expected that to be like surroundings. If Erinville would oblige me with a tour? Very well. I have no other engagements.
Then I will come with you, if only to prove that I am capable of keeping my footing. Though I shouldn't rejoice in our delay, it does afford me an opportunity to look into my grandfather's purported visit to Yak T'el.
Maybe this will be finally where we see Graha enter.
Maybe. Yeah, we need Graha to enter to eat a taco. He is the taco cat.
Yes.
Oh, that's right. Mablu did say something about a foreign mage coming through here decades back, didn't she? I'll come with you. Want to join us, Adelaide and Nemo? Smile, nod.
Let us reconvene here after our respective diversions.
As I recall, the merchant met my grandfather at a market in Yak T'el some 20 years ago. Any who might reliably remember him must therefore be at least middle-aged. Let us make inquiries when we can. I Excuse me, citizen, you look like you're middle-aged. Would you happen to know about... Alright, back to the house.
Go back to the house.
Back to the library. Sit. Alright, I think that's it for us tonight. Thank you from both of us here at the Liminal Branch Library. Thank you to Amasha and to anyone who listened in at any point or who listens to the VOD later. We appreciate it. Congrats on getting through. Thank you. Yeah, we're making solid progress. Whoa, what level is the main story now? Main story's level 94 now, so we're going bit by bit. I've been having a lot of fun learning about all these little different regions. It's the kind of world building stuff that I really enjoy. You know?
Yeah, it's been really fun. Very beautiful, very powerful. Very hungry.
You know, they keep talking about food, and I'm glad, you know, we didn't get to see our characters eat, which I didn't expect because, you know, there's so many player characters, so many different animations, which is a shame, but I kind of get it. But like you said, I would have at least liked to see other people eat a little bit more.
Yeah.
Food. I know what we're having.
I want to live through my character. I want to see Nemo eat a taco so that I may also eat a taco. Yes.
If our lalafell eat a taco, then we eat a taco. That's how that works.
All right, let's talk about next week.
Next week,
Monday, art stream as usual. But the rest of the week, we are adding an extra stream because the Vampire Therapist just came out, and I want to play that. I'm thinking it might be like Wednesday Final Fantasy, then Vampire Therapist, Final Fantasy again, and then we will have Mordio's Elden Ring move to Saturday.
All those weekday ones at the usual 8:30 Eastern time, and the Saturday one might start earlier. But that's our tentative schedule right now. We'll post an actual schedule in the next day or two. But...
Yep. All right. Well,
that's it.
That's good night.
Yeah. Thanks again, and good night. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.